Okay, we'll discuss now in this lecture video. We'll discuss utilization factor and efficiency. Utilization factor represents how much energy is utilized by the turbo machine. This is the total energy transfer from the turbo machine. What is the total energy that is available in the turbo machine, or maximum energy utilization factor? This is nothing but Euler turbine equation. Both are utilization factor. Utilization factor. It is given by epsilon. It is the ratio of total energy utilized to the energy available. To the energy utilized to energy available, or energy available. Energy utilized to energy available. This is nothing but the energy available, utilized, energy utilized. This one. What is the energy available in the fluid of the turbo machine? The maximum energy from the turbo machine which we get is when the fluid leaves the turbine at zero velocity. But practically it does not happen. Fluid cannot leave the turbine with zero velocity. That is, when V2 is 0, that is the maximum energy available. Or when the fluid leaves the turbine at zero velocity, that is the maximum energy available in the fluid of a turbo machine. But practically fluid cannot leave with zero velocity. If it is leaving the turbine, it will be having some velocity only. Therefore, practically it is not possible, but maximum energy available in the turbo machine can be given as, this is the energy utilized by the turbo machine. Energy available, I will write it as, when V2 is equal to 0, that energy is nothing but maximum energy that is available in the turbo machine. That is equal to 1 by 2. V2 is equal to 0 means V1 square plus U1 square minus U2 square plus VR2 square minus VR1 square. Okay, this is the energy available. That is when V2 is equal to 0, that is the maximum energy available in a turbo machine. Maximum energy available in a turbo machine. This we can simplify. Or this is nothing but the ideal energy. This can be also given by ideal energy transfer to the maximum energy transfer, to the energy transfer. Okay, this we can simplify. This we can simplify like this. What I can do is, here in the numerator, if I write it in this equation, energy utilized, therefore this is utilization factor will be equal to energy utilized, this equation, energy available. The energy utilized 1 by 2 is both in the both numerator and denominator. Therefore, it will be V1 square minus V2 square, V1 square minus V2 square plus U1 square minus U2 square plus VR2 square minus VR1 square divided by energy available is V1 square plus U1 square minus U2 square plus VR2 square minus VR1 square. Okay, this is the expression for utilization factor. This one we can write it in other way also. This we can write it in other way also. That is, if I add and subtract the denominator by, or if I write it 1 by 2 only, because I want to write in terms of energy transfer. This is nothing but the energy transfer, E. I want to write this one in terms of energy transfer. This is the energy utilized. Therefore, I will write 1 by 2 here also, as well as 1 by 2 in the denominator also. I will write 1 by 2. I will not cancel them because I want to express this equation in some form, in some standard form. I want to express this equation. Okay. Now, suppose if they ask only definition for utilization factor, you can write it is nothing but energy utilized by total energy. Energy utilized by total energy. That is the definition for utilization factor. Okay. This is nothing but energy transfer E. In the denominator, what I will do here, epsilon is equal to, this is nothing but 1 by 2 phi1 square minus phi2 square. This is nothing but alternate form of Euler-Turbine equation. Therefore, I can write it as energy transfer. Okay, divided by, in the denominator, or I will write again the same. Instead of 1 by 2, I can write it as phi1 square minus phi2 square plus u1 square minus u2 square plus phi r2 square minus phi r1 square. Okay, this is in the numerator. Divided by, in the denominator it will be 1 by 2 phi1 square. What I will do, I will subtract phi2 and add phi2 also. I will subtract phi2 here minus phi2 square. I want to rewrite this equation by subtracting 1 by 2 phi2 square, and at the end I will add in the denominator. For this denominator, I am subtracting 1 by 2 phi2 square. At the end, I will add 1 by 2 phi2 square. Then the value will not change. Plus u1 square minus u2 square plus phi r2 square minus phi r1 square. As I have subtracted 1 by 2 phi2 square, what I will do? I will add 1 by 2 phi2 square. I will add here. Okay. 1 by 2 phi2 square I will add here. Okay, this is nothing but energy transfer from the Euler-Turbine equation. Therefore, what I can write, epsilon is equal to this is energy E divided by energy transfer divided by energy transfer plus 1 by 2 phi2 square. Okay, this again is same energy transfer only. This is called as loss of energy. Therefore, I can write it as E is equal to epsilon is equal to E divided by E plus losses. Okay, this is, now we will get a relationship between degree of reaction and utilization factor. This is utilization factor, epsilon is equal to, okay, degree of reaction in the last class, in the last lecture video, this is utilization factor, this one epsilon, or this one is utilization factor. Now degree of reaction is equal to, in the last class we have discussed, it is nothing but static enthalpy change divided by total enthalpy change. Static enthalpy change by total enthalpy change. Degree of reaction is equal to R is equal to I will not write 1 by 2, only it is u1 square minus u2 square plus phi r2 square minus phi r1 square divided by total enthalpy changes p1 square minus p2 square plus u1 square minus u2 square plus phi r2 square minus phi r1 square. Okay, this is, we can write it as S divided by S plus D, that is static component divided by static component plus dynamic component. By this derivation, in the last lecture video we got one thing, that is static component is equal to, we have deduced this is equal to R divided by 1 minus R into dynamic component. You refer the previous lecture video, you can get that how we got this equation. It is there in the previous lecture video. Therefore static component is what? u1 square minus u2 square plus phi r2 square minus phi r1 square. Therefore what I can write, u1 square minus what we are doing is, now we are getting a relationship between degree of reaction and utilization factor. Okay, we are getting a relationship between, I will write here heading, I will write for this one, relation between R and epsilon. R is degree of reaction, epsilon is utilization factor that we are doing. Okay, now static component is u1 square minus u2 square, r divided by 1 minus r into dynamic component is p1 square minus p2 square. In the previous lecture video you can refer this one. What is static component, what is dynamic component. Okay, now we know this one. Epsilon is equal to what? Just now we have derived this one. Okay, epsilon is equal to this one we have derived just now. Epsilon, our utilization factor is equal to 1 by 2. We can cancel here because it is there in the numerator as well as denominator, therefore we can cancel. Okay, this we can get it. What I will do is here in this equation, instead of u1 square minus u2 square, what I will write is, this static component is not only u1 square minus u2 square. Static component is what? u1 square minus u2 square plus this one I will write. Static component is u1 square minus u2 square plus pr2 square minus pr1 square plus pr2 square minus pr1 square. Okay, it is equal to r divided by 1 minus r into d. Okay, from these two equations, what I will do is I want to get a relationship between r and d. Therefore, here is epsilon. I will substitute v1 square minus u1 square minus u2 square plus pr2 square minus pr1 square is equal to r by d here. Equation ಈ term ಏನದಲ್ರಿ ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ substitute ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. I will substitute here. Okay, therefore what I will get is I will write here. Okay, I will substitute this one here. Epsilon is equal to this one. I will keep it or I will write, the space is not there. What I will write here is, I will write here only this equation. I will write again here. Epsilon is equal to v1 square minus v2 square. This is one term. u1 square minus u2 square up plus vr2 square minus vr1 square ಬದಲಿ r divided by 1 minus r into d ಬರೀತೇನೆ plus r divided by 1 minus r into d ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ, d is nothing but dynamic component or v1 square minus v2 square. Okay, v1 square minus v2 square or dynamic component divided by, again denominator daga the same thing I will do, v1 square plus u1 square minus ಬದಲಿ r divided by 1 minus r into v1 square minus v2 square. Okay, ಈ equation daga you substitute madindre this one. I have substituted in this equation. Okay, further I will simplify it to get the relationship between r and epsilon. Okay, what I will do, epsilon is equal to, I will take LCM. If I take LCM, 1 minus r will be the LCM. 1 minus r will be LCM. Therefore, it will be 1 minus r into p1 square minus p2 square. Okay, plus r into bracket p1 square minus p2 square. Okay, divided by p1 1 minus r into p1 square, 1 minus r into p1 square, 1 minus r into p1 square plus r into p1 square minus p2 square. Okay, now I will simplify this one. 1 minus r, if I here, what will happen is, here r p1 square minus p2 square, here if I multiply this one, it will be negative and this is positive, therefore they will cancel. What will remain is epsilon is equal to v1 square minus v2 square divided by 1 minus r v2 square. 1 minus r, sorry, v1 square minus r v2 square. v1 square minus r v2 square. Okay, this is a relationship between degree of reaction R and utilization factor. Very important relation from exam point of view. This is the derivation for relationship between degree of reaction and utilization factor.